Where's Agumon gone this time?
If you don't keep your voice down.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar with the area.
Thank you. It's fixed now. Zoals ik had zeggen was... ja. Oh ja, we gaan wel alvast de Arkham Quest doen. I know that in a few days Venti will probably be voiced as well. Because a lot of characters are silent, probably. But I just can't wait because I already seen a lot of spoilers. Well, I haven't clicked them, but I have seen like TikToks of them. So I don't want to spoil myself.
No time to lose.
I just want to experience it firsthand, and I'm super excited for this one because of the lore. We love the lore, and I'm so excited to not cry.
Shine down.
I haven't been to Monster in a really long time. So it's kind of nice. The fuck is this? Special story mode. Sure. Huh?
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful!
I am.
Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Phew! I'm sorry. Sure, let's go. This is also my first Windbloom Festival. I haven't experienced the
Greetings,
first one.
traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year.
But...
Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
Kinda sus.
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Aww.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
For a bit. We've been gone for what? 4 years now? Come on. I can't believe it. Maybe they're just working out the kinks.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Why are they all depressed?
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
What?
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Maybe you should see a what's the word? Psychologist? Psychiatrist? I guess. Strange.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Huh?
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Okay, bye bye. Kinda weird.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
I was gonna say.
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Kaya!
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
This is what I was worried about. That's okay. This is my best Kaya impression. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I do wonder whether that was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not.
I can't do male
I'm
voices.
sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And,
Freeze.
have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first a question, if you don't mind. Why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master Diluc was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master Diluc came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore.
You knew about it. The whole town knows about it.
If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered I was able to bring back the butterflies. But I do need to see some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. You are the exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Meisje, Paimon, how have you been? All good. How about yourself and the rest of the Knights of Favonius? The answer to that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes. Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. Why did you send Catherine away? If you're not even gonna discuss anything. Like, just... Why didn't you just go to the headquarters immediately instead of sending her away? Also, I... Oh, that's why I can't... Huh. Oh. I can't look at my map? That's weird. Okay. Also, I was gonna say... where is he? Look how I got! I got my boy! First try, first tadpole, he was here. I forgot I had you. Oh well. I'm probably not gonna use him, but he's hot, so that's why. Also, I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna pull for Raiden constellations or if I'm gonna try for Kokomi. I probably should pull for Raiden because I'm using her a lot. This is a good one, the second one. Huh. Thank you for the follow. That's really nice. Thank you. Playful Omen. That's also nice. Very good. Okay, okay. Cheers. That's very nice. So the first one, I'm not really. I don't use another Electro character within my team, so. But the other ones are nice.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Eula is voiced, but Kaya isn't. This strike, man. Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa! Headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Note. Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company, Skyron, Captain of the Third Company, Eula, Captain of the Fourth Company, and me, of course, Captain of the Ninth Company.
Oh, you're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean!
Meisje, Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Ah, yes. That will be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are some new faces. There have been a number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Favonius together to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
I can understand the confusion. You've never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Favonius oversee most matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in the spirit of our order. Like, some words in English I know what they mean, but I just don't know the exact pronunciation, because in my head I pronounce them sometimes a bit differently, but that's fine. And the Church carries blessings and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there!
Let me just post on social media real quick before I forget. Say cheese. Link. No, I don't want to share it on Facebook. Leave it alone. And TikTok. He took a sip and not a drink. I will take a bigger one. Hold on. Let me just post the story real quick. Oh. Does TikTok have a... Oh, probably not. That's okay. Oh. I'm not gonna drink the whole thing. Okay. That's better. That's not just a sippin'. A keen observation, meisje. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. In the upcoming trial against Captain Albedo, we will do our utmost to understand the facts of this case and deliver a fair and impartial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
What did he do? What happened? Jean, it's time. Understood. Meisje, Paimon, come with me. Look, we know what he did. Well, at least we kinda know why he's on trial. What? Please, sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm, no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. There. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. Oh, Albedo, if you come back, I will pull for you with all my heart. I tried the last time, but it's been, what, 3 years ago? Also, where are we? In what building are we? With Grandmaster Varga away from Mondstadt for the time being, I, Jean Gunhilder, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Avonius, will serve as assessor. As representatives of our respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Oratrice, Mechanique, Denalise, Cardinal. So sad. They only have people here. No fancy. Well, Fontaine doesn't have it as well. Because it's broken. It broke down after the Archon quest, right? The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of this case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown? Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, the captain of the logistics company, Miss Hertha, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Are both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Hertha, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Like, what did he do? Did he throw them in acid or something?
Murder?
It is the real Albedo. It's not just Bedo, because he has the mark.
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
Maybe he disposed of Sasbedo. Or Sasbedo has learned to imitate the mark as well?
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
That's why she's depressed. Beatrice. So, is that what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier?
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind.
Look at those ties, Albedo. Damn.
I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body. Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground.
Damn.
Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Oh, that's pretty scary. He looked really angry. I now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts that night. Oh, he's not voiced. Oh, that's really sad. Where'd you go? I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right. The next day, the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken a considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
His voice doesn't match his face at all. If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug up the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find it suspicious.
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene.
He killed Sasbedo, I'm pretty sure.
The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet, no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and the captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accused me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second?
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery.
Another Saspedo?
I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
Diluc Regnfinder. Please tell the guard what you saw.
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings.
Man, he's done. Yeah.
From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Diluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll.
Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Why were you on the side of Albedo though, if you're against him? Master Diluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
God forbid Albedo has any hobbies. Like, for real. Maybe it was just an animal, you know? Just an experiment. You never know. It's kind of discrimination.
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
A chest? And this is what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one who can answer that. Teeth and a femur? What the fuck, Genshin? Where did we go? It's getting darker and darker. Damn. Careful now, Mr. Diluc. I do believe I hear a presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here.
Let me just take a screenshot, just in case. For the VOD, eventually. Or else I'm gonna forget, and I have to search online, and that's a real pain in the ass. Okay.
Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
But how do you know for sure it were real humans and not like artificial humans like Albedo himself? So that's your angle. Alchemy. A logical assessment, but we have a witness of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Albedo had a lengthy intellectual exchange with his student, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning, Like I said, it is says Beidou. I'm certain of it. This is the real one, and it says Beidou disposed of the bodies. I don't know where the bodies came from, but why did the discussion last so long? Miss Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present.
That's right. We were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
Damn, Herda, what's wrong with you? Oh, maybe you are Suspedo. Maybe they're all Suspedos.
Oh,
I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't have to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount.
Mr. Albedo.
I see. Then I'm afraid your alibi cannot be sustained. Do you understand? Yes, I know claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's no mention of a motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
Privacy schending? What's it called in English? Privacy. Yep. They're taking away his privacy. This no. Whoa, that's a fancy envelope. How correspondence.
Oh no, that envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
I don't like his voice.
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
So his letter is to his mom, Rheindotter. Or gold. I'm assuming. I trust the investigators have confirmed this to be the defendant's handwriting and that the letter makes more than passing mention of putrefaction and refinement.
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
I also thought about doing the Archon quest in Japanese, because then everything is voiced. But I was like, yeah, but I can't listen. Now I can listen a bit of it instead of nothing at all. Huh. Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive. On the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one can believe a kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. Yeah, he's really cooked. What the fuck did you do, Albedo? Jean stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know all too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me his secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? It's Sasbedo, I'm telling you, it's Sasbedo. They're working together. Albedo was with those people. He was in the Knights of Phonius building, and Sasbedo carried out the other things. I'm telling you, they're working together. But what? Following in Reindarter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Well, this is a good turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
I've been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes, you're needed at Starsnatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
Barbatos? You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. It's Venti. I'm pretty sure. Whoa. Sure. See? This is the event I'm talking about. That's Sasbedo. This is the real one because he is the mark. This is the fake one. I have the sword. Sword? You and I will read for the people who haven't done this event. Shadows amid snowstorms. Review. You and Paimon went to Dragonspine to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange, soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced, the ransacking and theft of alchemical notes at the campsite, Albedo disappearing after a threat outside the cave but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Eula encountered Albedo somewhere on a mountain attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Eula upon being discovered. You were able to confirm the presence of a mysterious figure impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued, ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated the giant mutant Wapaflower posing as him. Yet, there were more than 2 people wearing that face on the mountain. Oh, this was such a great event. It was so mysterious. We could... I don't know if I can find it. Yeah, it's been 3 years. What the fuck? Genshin hasn't even posted the cutscene themselves. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me just pull that over there. Oh. Oh, we can hear Genshin in the background. Hold on. 1 minute. Oh, it's been such a long time since I've seen this trailer
I
as
flipped
well.
another insignia just outside the camp. Wrong again.
So your bad luck is all used up. We'll be down the mountain in no time.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Today's the day.
Oh no, avalanche!
Look out!
Woohoo! Eula and Ember. Confirmed. See, this is us baiting. It was such a sick cutscene. Ooh.
Albedo, what?
It's not over yet.
Oh, it was so awesome. Yeah, and then this one.
My story. Yes, I should have known. Master's failed specimen in the dragon's belly. This is where the story truly begins. If we switched places, if you were the survivor, then as the abandoned experiment, the failure of the primordial human project, I'd want to replace you too. I would replicate your appearance, study your alchemy, and create miraculous life forms to divert your attention. I would wait for the right moment, then dispose of you and the Traveler, the sole person to have known your secret. And then, I could finally experience the joy of being brought into the world.
Oh, it was such a good event. And it was so random as well, because it's like, it was a limited time event. It wasn't even, like, a permanent thing. But yeah, for the people who don't know, Albedo is actually the second human Vine Daughter ever made, gold, from Conria. Before Albedo there was another one, but he was a failure, so she fed him to Durin. Durin is dragon on Dragonspine, so the heart is from Durin. So the first one came back and he took on the form as Albedo, and yeah, the cutscene kind of explained it. So that's why everyone thinks it's Albedo, not actually Albedo himself. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I love this. Oh, it's always such a long walk to Star Snatch Cliff. You're not Leanne, you are Barbados. Ah, meisje, Paimon. I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So, you called us here so we could meet Venti?
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his true identity, then yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rheindotter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two were in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Crider Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness. Crider Prince, Krijts Prince, Chalk Prince. Hey Google, zet licht aan.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. What do you know about the situation, Venti? Me? Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt. Even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share your observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
I think they're affected by the abyss. And maybe she likes Kaya now because of Conria. When no love remains for the songs to tell, the word becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least that's what the Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in this time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Haha! Well, even if Albedo wants at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You still have You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Heh. Behold!
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. We'll do our best to uncover the truth. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side. So we have to change fate again. Where do I need to go? Oh, it's a combo. I know,
over the
but
centuries.
I need to be here.
But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Special story mode. Sounds so fancy. I know you must all be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Ah, itchy. Oh, stop. I thought we were past itching. Apparently not. Okay, I need to walk with the dogs real fast, so I'll be back. I'd say about 10 minutes to 15 minutes. I'll be back. Give me a second. I'm back. Sorry, the dog needed to be walked, and now I'm very hot. It's a warm evening. Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist. Whew. Sorry, the stairs. Goddamn. This version of events is as hard for me to accept as anyone. But Farka once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment, everyone? A private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Meisje, Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has asked for a favor. Like Jean said after the verdict, we have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. Ah, damn. Of course he will, because it's his husband. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me, but I need you two to start investigating the case. See? It's his husband. Investigate the case. Yes, it's also time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? No, we'd like you to launch an investigation of your own. I'll continue working on his defense in the meantime. If you find anything that might help his case, just let me know. Hallo, ja, gaat lekker. Lekker de nieuwe Arkham Quest aan doen. Ik wilde hem eigenlijk laten doen, maar weet je, anders was ik bang dat ik overal weer spoilers zou krijgen. Mensen kunnen niet voor een week gewoon niks zeggen online. Damn, mijn conditie. Jesus Christ. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, Meisje. You've never failed us in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Also, het maakt niet heel erg uit dat we nu nog niet de voice actors hebben, want ik ben van plan om uiteindelijk de hele Genshin Store weer een keer opnieuw te spelen met een nieuw account. Dat wordt dan ook een free-to-play account, dus we moeten even kijken hoe dat ooit gaat. Then, you will have done Mondstadt a great service all the same. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to have a look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Het is nu alleen nog steeds niet duidelijk waar de fuck die courtroom was. Oh my god! Oh my god! We kunnen de stairs gebruiken. Vio. Oh, die willen we niet. Vio, het is 3 verdiepingen hoog. What the fuck? Oh, dat is al beter. Goddammit, ik wilde de rest.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own. So I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya.
Ik moet wel zeggen, tot nu toe is het tenminste niet zo'n Arkham Quest waarbij je alleen maar denkt, oh my god, onzin, gebrabbel.
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Oeh. Waarom mag ik niet opzij? There's a stack of books on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have been marked with alchemical symbols, and others have S-shaped or triangular symbols drawn on them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Of hij heeft het zelf geschreven. Oh, okay. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped while moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but an experienced adventure. It sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk. Investigate underneath the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to the one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo. The hidden compartment opens. Inside lies a piece of paper with more information. Festering is also a manifestation of wrath. Festering desire. Oef! Dit is zwaard! Ik ben veel te luid, sorry. When festering forces and a sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two will repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When I tested this on an alchemical experiment, the result of the refinement was startling. Dus het gaat over iets rotten, dus rottende lichamen. Breaking through the shackles of life, the simulation of the project. I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests that Dragonspine could be involved somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would Albedo go that far for one of his experiments? No, that can't be. Amid the notes is a map with a few markings on it. 2 of the marked locations correspond to the crime scenes, and the third appears to be on Dragonspine. Between Dawn Winery and Dragonspine. The gates. Dragonspine. Ooh, it's well close to the heart. It's a hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigation are correct, there could be a body hidden in that last location. Or, at the very least, what remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location?
Het zou ook kunnen dat Albedo gewoon een graf heeft opgegraven en gewoon opnieuw heeft begraven op die plekken.
Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Hoezo? Hoezo mag ik niet de rest bekijken? Je gaf mij pijltjes dat ik naar links en rechts kon kijken. Dodo, Dodo, Dodoko.
Oh, Venti's calling. Let's answer.
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? You share what you learned with Venti. Not promising. We should be grateful. Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindotter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Brindotter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt, perhaps even you. I don't think the handwriting was faked, and the notes also sounded like him. Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo? Absolutely I do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Does that mean even Venti no longer believes him in? Ik denk eerder dat Venti niet al te veel mag zeggen. Omdat er gewoon regels aan vastzitten of zo. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned.
We mogen alleen het boekje bekijken. We mogen niet meer investigaten.
Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Miles is unsus Beto.
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
Bro,
Alright, let's see what we can find.
Oh, zo. Oh, wat? Zie? Er is hier meer om te bekijken. What do you mean? Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones you've seen before. But the contents are different this time. Dit lijkt op een Carnivore symbol. Van de... As always, the penmanship is impeccable. Careful and neat with a certain elegance in its uniformity. Much like the man himself. One of the notes read, "Putrefaction should be regarded as a counter-simulation to the process of life, like a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short period of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air." Dat maakt niet je case beter, Albedo. There's a test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk is the next stage after soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope. No idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
A lockbox sits on the desk. The latch bears sign of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now, the lid remains wide open, as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter intercepted by the investigators was once stored here. The remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight as conclusive evidence, but you still get a strange feeling after reviewing them. In elegant penmanship, the letter reads, "In addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion. The materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from the Carnian art of Chemia, but relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time, so I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions, and thanks For your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter. But that does not mean I support your pursuit of this research. Ethics aside, I'm not convinced it's even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. Haha, dus hij praat met zus Bedo. En zus Bedo wil weten wat er allemaal gebeurt. En zus Bedo heeft experimenten uitgevoerd. The idea that the dynamic of creator and creation could exist within the same species is cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature belongs to an unfamiliar name, one that also appears on an alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface and learn that the author is an old and accomplished alchemist. Of it is gold. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's academic circle, someone who owed Albedo a favor, but also urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
It doesn't look good, but this letter can't directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Ik vind het een beetje raar hoe je de camera moet turnen, maar ik denk dat we nu alles al hebben. Niks anders wat we kunnen bekijken. Op zijn desk. Sure. Huh. Gold. Is kinda saus. Wat is er naar die andere location gaan? Vinden we daar dan wat? Omdat ze daar wat hebben opgegraven. I'm on an exploratory reconnaissance mission. Do you need help with anything? About your patrols. So far, I've taken care of quite a few hilichurls and slimes, but there's always more of them. They've been appearing more frequently as of late. I cannot allow them to get any closer to Mondstadt. My lover Glory is... No, it's nothing. Thanks for listening to me. Stay safe on your travels. Here's some of the experience I've gained out in the wild. I hope this will be useful to you. Thanks, Godwin. Kunnen we zien waar dat was? Ik heb die quest item gekregen. Ja. Oh, we krijgen die andere niet. Oeh, dat krijg je. Huh. Huh.
All the world holds
Dat heb ik nog
dear
niet eens
is
eerder gelezen. Wel stom hoe we de andere plekken niet kunnen terugzien. Ik wil toch
the
ook
winter
kijken of er
shogun
mee
approaches.
Wat zijn ze, de Winter Shogun? That's kinda cute. Oh, waarom is het altijd zo stinky hier? Ik ben altijd in de war op welke hoogte shit is. Ik krijg geen koude bar. Oh, nevermind. There it is.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Although everything is covered in snow, as a seasoned adventurer, you notice a spot in the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You remove the snow and find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty and the surrounding markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two.
'Cause I'm hot and I'm cold and yes, you know it's okay. Warm koud. Okay. Oh, the Dragon Spine soundtrack. Dat is zo lang geleden. Nostalgie.
Why not fill the hole? Or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did all this, why not remove the traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't the one responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You return to the Knights of Favonius. You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
You tell Jean about your findings from Albedo's office. I see. A complicated result, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes. He asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims and the disappearances of the bodies. The minimal remains what were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious. The second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
The second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. Hij is zo suspicious. Ik zeg het je, hij is een suspedo. Ja, Genshin, dacht je toch even dat we het waren vergeten. Ik ben ook best wel benieuwd of we nog een of de Song of the Walking Moon web event nog wordt geüpdate. Want het is nu best een tijd geleden. Like, come on Genshin. Where is it? Where is it? Vooral omdat het binnenkort alweer afloopt. Over 2 dagen. Het gaan ze helemaal niet upgraden. Meer. Dat zou echt sad zijn. Ik kan nog wel meer hoor. Vooral omdat ze... Als je scrolt. Oh, ja. I know. Dan heb je de factions. Dan heb je de afbeelding van dat kraai. En dan staat het People of the Moonlit World. Please await the turning of the moon. Maar er is nog steeds niks gebeurd. Kijk bro, what do you want from me? Maar oké. Is it all the day after tomorrow? Yeah.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Ah, you two. Let me know if you're ready and we'll head out. Ready? Alright, follow me. Ik vraag me nog steeds af waar de fuck we naartoe gaan. Oh, it's so pretty. Ik denk in de kerk. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. I, Jean Gunhilder, will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged, and Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as an assessor. Miss Hertha represents the prosecution, and Mr. Kaya speaks on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case will be Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring this trial to order. Oh, hij is geswitcht van side, die Luke. Miss Hertha, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Hanselman, male, 46 years old, marital status, single. Occupation, hunter. Consistent with the conclusion in the last trial, his disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, medical records show that he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Diluk found is consistent with such an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims in this case is Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act.
Humph.
In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master Diluk saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluk. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluk in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present it to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office. The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office. The most important of which is this trap. This map. This map was found with the defendant's notes. The markings correspond with the description in the letter and the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission of guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly insurmountable. No. Since you uncovered that compartment, I might as well expound on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have. I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Hertha, you've presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Of Hertha is, zes Bedo en probeert Albedo uit de weg te ruimen. That's a rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking in his own defense. Besides, I'm not making excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not, but patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious, but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? He mentions brushing off the snow. Is that supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations marked on the map we found was in Dragonspine, wasn't it? Meisje, you are the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location marked on the map as well. Yes. Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. Whatever was kept in the hole was gone, and the surrounding area bore the markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
I need to think about this. What clues am I missing? The third marked location is in Dragonspine. We only knew about it because we found the map in a hidden compartment. During our investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body. There were also claw marks around the outside, but there was no body or any remains whatsoever. The first marked location is near Mondstadt. Beatrice saw Albedo use alchemy to dig a hole and bury a body there. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, this evidence seems to suggest that Albedo killed someone and concealed the body. The The second marked location is between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where Diluc saw Albedo bury the body of an adult male. Diluc described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so their testimony should be trustworthy. Diluc found teeth and a femur bone at the scene, and Donna confirmed his version of events because she was also there that night. The two should have no reason to set Albedo up. Despite her crush, Donna wouldn't lie about something like that just to get Diluc's attention. Not to mention, Donna has been acting strange since before the trial. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and the witness accounts suggest that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones? And does that mean he's the killer? No, that doesn't make sense. Albedo marked these 3 locations on a map found in the hidden compartment. There are some similarities and differences between them. Based on what we know, all 3 locations were likely used to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area certainly seemed big enough. But, unlike the first 2 locations, there were claw marks around the hole in the 3rd location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragonspine is home to all manner of monsters and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why wasn't that the case with the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole at the 3rd location has been there longer than the other 2. But if the hole at the 3rd location wasn't made around the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragonspine has a frigid climate and is covered in snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monsters and creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Dorian. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, he still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things have happened on Dragonspine. Most people know about Albedo as an alchemist and the captain of the investigation team. But, in truth, he is the Cryder Prince, a synthetic human created by one of the 5 sinners, Gold Rheindotter. Albedo is steadfast, intelligent, and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He's also a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, it would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also seems like his normal self. As his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth about his identity. That would only make things worse for him. I almost forgot. Paimon and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo, and we weren't the only ones. Wait a second, someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. But what does he want me to do? Announce a break in the case? No, I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the facts, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court, if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the 2 cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that, after disposing of the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case at the 3rd location. The hole was still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, Why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings around the third location weren't fresh, which suggests that the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. For those reasons, I believe there's still reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Meisje.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out. There is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location. And the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect. Unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to Meisje's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would indeed do as you described, Miss Hertha, and deny any connection to that map. But that is not what I intend to do. The map does belong to me, and I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies at each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Hertha. The story doesn't end there. Sorry, kom even wat binnen. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead, and buried the body on the mountain, the third location marked on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind.
If you would let me finish, Miss Hertha, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair and blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So, someone who happens to look exactly like you. Exactly like him. So I was right. It does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. Then it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on? I said so. Hertha is Albedo.
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years because that is where the subject of my research lies. The dragon, Durin. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dvalin, defeated Durin in battle and, with help from Barbados, sealed his remains on Dragonspine. Durin was created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more revitalized by the day. My imposter on Dragonspine was a failed specimen abandoned in Durin's stomach, an unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus?
Homunculus.
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
The two of you look identical, but judging based on demeanor. The new arrival actually seems more like the Hertha I know.
That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine this comes up as a surprise. Unless your informant in the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm.
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
No need to panic. You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Durin's life force have that ability. A powerful life force, an appearance you can change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried that using that power could affect your accomplices. Accomplices? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of the beings under the influence of Durin's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. Once you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Time to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
Ik had gehoopt dat dit een cutscene zou zijn, though. It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk. But before I explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any of my fellow citizens and I never used human remains as part of an alchemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members of our order were in on it. As for the witnesses, Master Diluc picked up the situation long before today's proceedings. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed, follow me. Wow, we werden gewoon... Iedereen wist ervan. It was all a plan. Oh no!
What? How are there monsters in the city?
They are all monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent, but fear not. We've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgence of Durin's life force. Its festering nature agitated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so, we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join me and provide assistance in the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first stop?
The top of the city wall. Oh, kan niet naar de map toe. Dat is the main objective.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around
You're
here are
floating
acting
a companion.
strange. Be careful.
Illusion shattered.
Thanks for the help. I don't think we could have managed that on our own.
I hope everyone's all right. We really appreciate the help.
Ik weer eens van die andere areas. Beetje kut dat het zo boven is en dat ik niet kan teleporteren. Maar
I could get used to this.
I'll be back. Don't you worry. Official?
Hold firm. Drag another wardrobe over here.
Vile beast! The Immernachtrein shall not tolerate such a transgression. Hey, official.
Ah, that's the traveler's voice.
You arrive at the most opportune time, vassal. Sword at the ready.
Nee, geen party stream. Ik wil een Genshin stream. Oh. Oh, ik heb 4. Fijn hoor. Abado! Met jouw zwaard.
Coming to be. Burst forth. Feel this ancient power.
Fear not. The foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being. We will continue to protect this area.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But, I've never seen a bird that can, talk.
No need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured, I'm not a danger to you.
You can trust them, I promise.
Oh, no, of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just misspoke.
Huh. No matter. My vassals have unfinished duties, yes? Then
Go forth and smite these wretched beasts. The princess's blessings shall illuminate your path. Oh, fire! Razor and Lisa!
You're a duplicate.
Thank you.
It's you. You're in for a little...
Come into being. Moments of birth.
Da 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 da. Phew. It's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Huh, my old professor even wrote to me about that a few days ago. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit their teacher's traits, after all. And mine was a gentle old man from the Spontamet school. So, you see, this time I only used gentle methods of electrocution. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem to be in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Oh well, it's good to move about every once in a while. Ja, bij Monstercast. Mr. Albedo, meisje. Everything good here? All good. A few monsters made it into the city, but Master Diluc and Mr. Kaya helped me take care of them.
Cool it.
Hee, the brothers. Oh, well, Greystone.
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this.
Stand clear. Animal test 6308.
Where are all these monsters coming from? My sword hand is cramping.
Wait, I think that's Captain Kaya's voice. Maybe he's coming to help. Just hang in there.
This moment will be frozen in time. Fantastic job defending this place, you two. We'll take it from here.
Oh, Captain Kaya, Swan is...
Hey, I'm fine. It's your leg we should be worried about.
Swan, Lawrence, you should both get treated at the church. Don't push yourselves. We'll take care of things here.
But, Master Diluc, didn't you leave the Knights of Favonius?
What? Are knights the only ones capable of defending this gate? It's fine. Master Diluc is just altruistic as always. If a civilian is willing to help out, who are we to turn him away?
Understood. We're grateful for the support.
Yeah, thanks a million. We'll be back soon.
I have some spare time right now, so I was planning to make some potions to help the people fighting. A sound plan. Remember to be careful. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle, retreat to somewhere safe. Don't worry about the front line. Understood? Oh, Oh, de nostalgie. We love a Mondstadt. Ik had alleen gehoopt dat we ook een keer nog een Mondstadt area zouden krijgen. En daar begin ik steeds banger voor te worden dat we die niet... Ah, Barbados!
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freak out? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, thought you were regular citizens. It's about time. I think we can proceed as planned. I agree. Although it's been a while since I dealt with something this big, it's going to be pretty exhausting. Don't worry, I treated you a drink for your trouble. Haha, just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make new friends when we're not here, you know. Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced. The power of evolution cannot be underestimated, especially considering the fact that Durin absorbed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
What the witnesses saw was true. I did hide those bodies, and I monitored the situation on Dragonspine. I noticed that many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Durin's power, but the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by monsters, who then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced had no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no one to notice. The monsters used their disguise that close to people. I eliminated two who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digested their victims. Sometimes they even left behind body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and bone. The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the petrification of the bodies. After we defeated that doppelganger Whopperflower on Dragonspine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of a gardener, I remember. I'm glad. Then you remember what I told you about Subject 2? In his pursuit to replace Subject 1, he transformed the Whopperflower into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted him and buried his body on Dragonspine. So, you see, at one point there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin is becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it into Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with his knowledge and way of thinking. Ever since then, all creatures spawned from his power had the ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence, but those effects don't show themselves right away, and the extent to which a person has been affected is hard to perceive. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange. Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Euphonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control. That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under its influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. We will use the power of Anemo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right? Yes, so if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know. My identity, for example. Keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
There should now be wind currents across the whole city. Everyone, can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city. Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness Maisha Paimon and Balbedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot. Heh. Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas. Thanks, friend. May the animal Archon protect you. I've got things covered here. I don't like being in the middle like this, especially on a bridge. Oh, look who it is. Rah! Get back. Phew, that was a close one. I suppose things are in order, Mr. Diluc. I appreciate the help. No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh? Well, let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together, but you could just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright, tell me, when did you notice something was off? The first trial? Ah, because of the fake Hertha? No, because of you. Me? What did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc. When do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not to think about it.
Verdict is... Cool it! Don't get frostbite. Time for retribution! Freeze! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen. Time for retribution!
They're over there! Diluc, Kaya!
If you had the time to make it out here, I'm guessing the other areas are secure.
What? We can't be here because we care?
Maybe this was just the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. Ooh, Albedo. Whoa. We don't have to bring that up. Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck. Oh, and I wanted to thank you for what you said in court. If I'm not mistaken, you were by my side in the end. Believe me, he's had his suspicions since the first trial. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you for trusting me and for choosing to fight alongside us. As for you, Kaya, good work, as always. We'll see you soon. Bye, Husbando. Of course, stay safe. Yeah, boyfriends.
Let the show begin. I'll protect us.
Alright, you should be on the mend.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now.
You're not rushing back out to the front line, are you? You're still injured.
Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back.
Well, maybe we give you a hand. As you said, the situation outside is chaotic. Injured parties should not be left unattended. There are others here who need to get back to the front lines, so I'll escort you all myself.
Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
Just doing my job. I'll leave the cathedral to you then, Barbara.
You can count on me. I don't really know how all of this started, but I do know that Gina and the others have been preparing for this for a really long time. So I think everything will be alright. No, it has to be.
Did I catch you on a bad time, Barbara?
No, not at all. Did you need something?
I just wanted to tell you that over the next few days, a lot of things are going to happen in Mondstadt. Attacks and fighting. So, I need you to take care of yourself.
Huh? How do you know?
Albedo's warned us in advance. It has something to do with Dragonspine and he's our authority on the region, so we should take him at his word.
Dragonspine, huh? So, the city is going to be in danger?
Yes, but the Knights of Favonius will do whatever we can to protect the people.
But then, who will protect you?
Don't worry, I'll look out for myself, I promise.
Please let them be okay out there.
Sister Barbara, could you lend me a hand?
Oh, of course, coming.
Yeah, oh, I love this.
Amber. They're here. Prepare for battle. On guard, everyone. Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock.
Looks like we've got 25 hilichurls, 2 blazing axe meteorals, and a bunch of different slimes. Prepare elemental countermeasures. Roger that. So sick!
Go, go, boom!
Oh my god, ik heb al zo lang niet meer met hem gespeeld.
Neutralizing threats. Leave the wounded to me.
Let it rain.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Ah, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master Jean hadn't told me about your mission, I would have fallen for it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. I got chills just thinking about it. A monster replacing someone close to you and you're none the wiser.
Don't worry, once this is over, these monsters won't be a threat to us again. Albedo, are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Same here. I thought it all real at one point.
I was in complete shock. So you didn't know, Ember? Then it seems Eula did an excellent job of keeping the situation on the wraps. And no need to worry, you two. I'm no worse for wear. Haha, Eula en Ember zijn echt in love. Die zijn echt girlfriends. That sounds like Eula, alright? She's like an impenetrable wall, that one. You're not getting a secret out of her.
Yeah, for sure. She's someone you can really count on.
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
It was Kaya's suggestion. He said the plan would work best with someone well known and reputable without being too high profile. Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up... Oh, sorry. Wat zei ze? Naturally, Miss Hertha was the perfect choice. We needed to leave a hole in our organization, so she came up with idea that she would disappear. Ah, so that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission. Of course, it didn't take long for that to get resolved. Hello. No, because the imposter fell right into our trap. It was all part of the plan. First, we spread the rumor that Hertha was missing in action after some kind of incident. The news came from Kaya and Hertha's direct subordinates, which was important because we needed it to be credible. The imposter saw the gap in our ranks and couldn't help but take the bait. It didn't take long for the fake Hertha to appear on a night's patrol route, claiming to have survived her mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making.
Yes, and our enemy was more meticulous than we expected. Monsters have been searching for Hertha's body in order to protect the imposter's identity, which is a more advanced way of thinking than Subject 2. So, we had to wait long enough to convince the fake Hertha that she had our trust. Furthermore, we needed to give her time to gather evidence against me and convince herself she had enough to strike.
But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Don't worry, Barbados already tracked her down. She doesn't have his blessing, so she can't hear what we're talking about right now.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't even defend yourself!
It was to be expected. I couldn't just reveal the truth. It had to be at the right moment, or it would have given the imposter even more fuel to use against me. She would have demanded to know how I knew about Dragonspine and the monsters in disguise, and if my true identity got out, the public's trust in me would be gone. It was a trap, you see. Argue back and expose my origins, or keep my mouth shut and be seen as a murderer.
credit where credit is due. It was well thought out.
Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner.
Indeed, and I have you to thank for that, meisje. You probably don't know it, but you've been a part of the plan since the beginning. Me, but I didn't even know there was a plan. And for that, you have my sincere apologies. I know I kept you in the dark, but I had a reason. This might not sound intuitive, but I did it to make the plan even stronger. From the beginning, I knew I had to leave the letters in my office for a fair and independent reader to discover. Someone willing to seek the truth. Naturally, I thought of you. I knew you would return for Windbloom. I knew you would agree to attend the trial. And I knew your sense of responsibility and justice as an honorary knight would compel you to start your own investigation. The fake Hertha, subject 2, has met you on Dragonspine before. If she thought even you had lost faith in me, her confidence might get the best of her. Perfect time for us to strike. Albedo's right. You were part of our plan from the start. I hope you don't take offense at our decision to keep it from you. And please, don't be too hard on Albedo. He was just doing his best to look out for Mondstadt. Enough people were involved in the plan as it was. We had no other choice. The honorary knight and Paimon will always be friends of Mondstadt. We will never forget that.
Aww, that means a lot.
In that case, thank you for thinking of me. It was an honor to take part. Een beetje dorst, maar het valt op zich wel mee. It is us who should be thanking you, honorary knight.
Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Laat mij eerst even de andere objectives. Oh, daar. Diona. Ah, these darn things are more annoying than discussing booze hounds. Albedo, meisje, if you run into anyone who needs a safe place to wait this out, feel free to send to the cat's tail. I'll be here to watch over things, so the tavern will be safe. Thank you, Diona. We'll be sure to do just that. Benny boy.
Gotta say, when I saw you on the side of the road, I thought you were hurt. Not about to whack me in the head.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to run away, but I just couldn't keep going, so I pretended to be unconscious. Thought I could at least land a surprise hit on a monster that way.
I get it. That's a pretty common tactic. Oh, Traveler, Albedo, you're here.
If you're looking for somewhere safe, head to the cat's tail. Diona is sheltering people there. Anyone who needs help is welcome.
Got it. I'll take her there right away.
Zoveel rommel overal. Oh. Nee, niet Escoffier. Ik heb wel voor Iva gerold. En ik kreeg Iva al binnen de eerste tempo. Ik ben Escoffier cool, maar ik denk niet dat ik er echt... Ik ben daar niet cool genoeg of zo. En ik sta er niet echt van bekend dat ik nou heel veel verschillende karakters gebruik of zo.
As a dutiful maid would.
Ah ja.
Thanks for the help. That was a lot faster than I expected. I'm sure you have places to be, so don't let me keep you. Rest assured, I'll keep the people around here safe. Be careful out there. I know victory will be ours. Like, aan de ene kant vind ik Escoffier cool. Want haar moveset is best wel nice, maar ik gebruik geen freeze teams. Dus... En ik heb ook geen zin om dat te builden. Dus het zou voor mij een beetje useless zijn.
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second. How am I going to explain this to Albedo?
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
We're providing mobile support across the region. Was there something you needed to explain? You can tell me anything. I hope you know that.
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Just tell us, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose. I'm sorry. I'm doing all I can to find her.
I see. Please don't beat yourself up. Cleus!
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
Alright, fighting first, conversation later. Cleus,
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Cleus now for no speed. Don't worry, she's a knight in her own right. She can protect herself.
I condemn you!
Please got this one.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated.
Jumpty Dumpty, go!
We won!
Great work, Klee. I'll be counting on you to protect Eula next time too.
Albedo, you can't be serious.
No problem. Just leave it to Klee. Are you going on patrol, Mr. Albedo? Klee heard you went camping for a few days. And all these monsters followed you back home.
Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears.
That's right. So I need to report back to Master Jean to settle my expenses. If you have some time, I'm sure Eula would be grateful if you escorted her back to headquarters as well.
Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
It would be an honor. Klee will do her best.
En nou weer net geen windtunnels naar waar ik naartoe moet natuurlijk. Stinkers. That should be it for now. Good work, everyone. How did we fare injury-wise? Ja, ik ga waarschijnlijk voor Raiden Constellations. The fuck is mijn camera aan het doen, bro? You good? Waarom maak je mijn licht weird? Is het door mijn PC? Probably. Don't mind de rare blue, wat de fuck er ook aan de hand is. Nee, dat. Weet je, het is niet alsof ik ze echt gebruik. Dus dan kan ik net zo goed gewoon nu voor Constellation spoelen voor degene die ik wel gebruik. Ik bedoel, elke keer als ik nu voor andere pool, het is niet alsof ik ze gebruik of zo. Good.
Our preparations paid off. Injuries are few and far between. I have the full record here.
Daar fuck is die camera aan het doen, bro. Hallo. Oké. Lichtelijke flickering. Oeh. Ja. Ik zat wel nog te twijfelen om misschien voor Kokomi te poelen. Maar ook daar, ja, het is meer voor het hebben, niet zozeer voor het gebruiken. Wonderful. I'll reveal it in a bit.
We're back!
Everyone alright?
Amber?
Yep, right as rain. Haha, ze zijn echt verliefd, ik zeg het je. Gojo's, die... Wat als deze uitzet? Is dat dan erger? Of juist minder erg? Knappert hij nog steeds? Of is het zo fijn? Zo lijkt het beter. Zo doet hij raar. Wat als we deze op geel zetten? Nee, ik heb zeg maar een ledstrip erachter. Maar ik zag net dat als hij op paars staat, dan flikkert hij raar paars of zo. Is fijn. Nu is het niet zo heel erg. Ja, ik heb voor Rina heb ik ook. Want ja, ik spaar gewoon alle archons. Dat is gewoon... Ik moet alleen nog... hoe heet het? Ja, Pyro. Mavika. Die mis ik wel nog. Dus die wil ik wel hebben gewoon voor de collection. En Kokomi. Kokomi heeft gewoon een special place of zo. Nee. Ik zat meer van, weet je, misschien dat Kokomi dan mijn Jean kan vervangen in mijn team om te healen. Maar ja, Jean doet het in principe ook prima. En Anemo is denk ik handiger dan Kokomi, die echt alleen kan healen en niks anders. Hetzelfde met Miko. Miko, want ja, het is gewoon waifu van Raiden. Dus dat zal alleen maar zijn waarom. Maar ik ga wel gewoon voor Raiden Constellations. Yep, Raiden's Raid.
We're back! Klee kept Miss Yula safe the whole way.
Nee, daarom.
That's amazing, Klee. Yula was lucky to have you.
Looks like we're still missing a few. Reporting back, Master Jean. Mission complete. Good to have you back, safe and sound. And great work, everyone. This operation could not have happened without you all. Your leadership is what made it possible, Master Jean. It's been a busy few days. You should take a well-deserved break. I will, but I believe you deserve... I believe you deserve one most of all. My work isn't finished, I'm afraid. I have a few loose ends to tie up. Loose ends? Ah, yes, of course. We can talk about it back at headquarters. Marsh and Paimon should be there too. Alright, everyone who has finished their work should head back to their quarters or to the church to get some rest. Wanna come with us, Klee? We can drink some tea and eat some freshly baked moon pies.
Yes! Yes!
Gekke Geo-goblins. Damn. Ja, ik heb gewoon geen zin om artifacts te vormen, man. Hi, everyone! Venti, thank you for everything. I know there were difficult moments along the way. Oh, well... Wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life? Oh no, apologies. Just forget I said anything. Haha, just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my head to the wind several times. Any notable information on the wind? Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on an anxious voice and a child's anger. Dorian has been isolated for centuries, but observing Subject 2's emotion allowed him to understand certain truths about his world and his existence, including the fact that he's no longer Mother's only child. Or her most perfect creation. It's obvious he found that fact difficult to accept. The emotions he felt in response were quite genuine, dare I say, human. If I eliminate the perfect creation, I will be the only child Mother needs. This mindset arose out of Durin's instinct to compete and survive, and came to dominate all those around him. Of course, the absorption of Subject 2's knowledge allowed him to take a more intelligent approach, accusing me of murder. In the end, however, Doran still lacks sufficient social intelligence. The fact that his army even got this far is a miracle.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling, it's close. Wie? Ah, Miss Phonia. Here to make your report.
Oh, nothing much to report, actually.
Is that so? During the battle, we were talking about your transfer to the 7th Company. You were in charge of patrols and post-battle reconnaissance this time. How did everything go?
Good. No problems.
I see. If you don't mind me asking, why did you come from that direction? And why are you alone? Did you think we were still meeting at the side gate? There was a change of plans. We sent a message over the wind in the last few minutes of the battle. There were a lot of changes during the operation, but I imagine you missed those as well, because you're under Duran's influence, and you have been since your trip to Dragonspine over 6 months ago. Don't move. Let's continue this discussion back at headquarters. Don't be scared. I'll figure out a way to free you from his power soon. Wow. Oh. 11 uur geweest. Hey Google, zet licht aan. Voordeel? Denk. Nee. Denk. Commissions. Waar is het? Stokje zijn. Zo. Stokje zijn. Kijk hoeveel ik heb gespaard. Dus kijk hoe netjes. Gewoon niks uitgegeven. Gewoon aan het wachten. Heel netjes op de Constellations. Ik had alleen Iva, want hij was hot. Kan je ook over Ororon zeggen, maar... Meh. Alright, the others are looking after Phonia. Please tell me you can help her. I can. In Naviacons. Fair. Ik heb nog nooit zoveel dingen gespaard, I guess. Nou, dat is niet waar. Toen voor Child heb ik dat wel gedaan. I can, as long as the rest of the operation goes well.
Wait, the operation isn't over. What do we do now?
What happens next is more of a personal matter. I've consulted Venti about the possibility of calling a tripartite conference. Tripartite conference? Ik krijg wel het woord. Ah yes, that's a relatively new tradition. Grandmaster Varga came up with the idea a few years ago. I still remember when he approached me about asking the lovely ladies of the Hexen Circle for a small favor. The chumminess caught me off guard. If I hadn't known any different, I'd have thought he was talking about his older sisters or something.
Older sisters? Is Varka really young or something?
Wouldn't exactly call him young, but he's not old either. Dit is hoe wij allemaal Varka hebben gezien, maar ik heb een ding gezien hoe hij er eigenlijk uitziet. Hij is best jong. He's the type to crack a joke at every opportunity. So, whatever age that is. Dit is legit hoe ik dacht in mijn hoofd hoe Varka eruit zag. Een soort van viking. Indeed. Anyway, the tripartite conference is a gathering of 3 parties. The Hexen Circle, the Animal Archon, and the joint forces of the Knights and the Church of Aphonius. Dit is Varga. Like, bro. He's so hot. Lord Barbados was able to facilitate the meeting between Varga and the mages. Ik wil even een screenshot maken ervan. Computer computer, please. Dank u. Op. Het is een sick achtergrond. Hij is zo... Ik dacht echt dat man ouder was. Man is vrij jong. Varka has quite a way with words. So he was able to gain their favor and convince them to agree to a very important request. Aan de andere kant, Varka zit wel op het randje van God zijn, I guess. Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to our nation. Yes, and now I have a request of my own, so I need the conference to convene once again. Fenty, if you would. Of course, meisje. Pass me the Dodo communication device.
Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
Just watch and learn. Okay, I think this should do it. Dodo. Dodo. Dodo go.
What's that ringing? Is it the wind or something?
This is the stem. Oh my god. Hold on, that's not the right voice.
Wait. Barbados?
Barbados? Varka? Grandmaster. Oops! I put in the wrong number. Sorry, Varka, you're probably busy right now.
But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me into mincemeat, yeah, I'd say so.
Ah, yes. Well, have fun with that. We can talk some other time.
All right, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just take it from my stash. I keep it in...
Zijn voice is wel nice, though.
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Don't tell me he hid it beneath the Grade 3 of Windrise. This seems like a bit much.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Alice. It's Fenty.
Venti? Nope, it doesn't ring a bell.
You're really gonna tease me like this? Fine, it's Barbados.
Apologies, just a bit of fun. What can I do for you, dear Barbados?
Oh, zo lang geleden dat ik haar stem heb geluisterd. You still remember the tripartite conference, right? I'm calling on behalf of a friend. He's asking for a meeting.
Oh? And which brave soul is it this time?
It's me, Aunt Alice. Albedo, captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team, requests a formal meeting with the Hexen Circle.
And what is your wish, dear Albedo?
I want to accomplish something unprecedented.
How unprecedented? Something even your mother Rhine-daughter never accomplished?
In terms of technique, no. But in terms of location and materials, yes.
Okay, that makes no sense.
You've piqued my interest. I'll be right there.
Be right where? Here? As in this office?
Hello again, everyone.
She's so cute. Hello, Aunt Alice. I see you've turned yourself into a giant Dodogo.
Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
Wow, the attention to detail.
Pleasure to see you all again. It's been a while. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I hereby grant Albedo's request. I'm guessing you still need to prepare? Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
I suppose it's just my nature, darling.
Darling. Thank you, Aunt Alice. Before we set out, there's someone you need to meet. Head to my office. He's waiting for you there. But who? Who will it be?
wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash hidden around here somewhere.
Hey, not so loud.
Mini Turin, what are you doing here?
Well, actually, I've kind of been helping you guys in secret this whole time. I tried tapping Paimon on the shoulder during the battle, but you floated away too fast. You were there? Yeah, I've been in Mondstadt for a few days now. But I've kept myself out of sight. I thought people might be scared of me.
Oh, don't worry. We aren't scared of you.
Thanks.
So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Windbloom? There are a ton of fun games this time of year.
I did sneak off to the festival for a bit, even though I couldn't play the games because of all the people. I still had a lot of fun. But that's not why I'm here. Albedo and I made a promise to accomplish something great together.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna replace the Durin on Dragonspine. I'm gonna be the one who is revived and brought into this world.
Wait, didn't that already happen? You left the storybook world, and now you're here.
Sorry. I should be more specific. Albedo said he can use alchemy to turn me into a human.
What?
Human transmutation. So you're Albedo's intended subject. Yeah, he's been working on it for a long time.
And that's what you want, Mini Durin? To become human?
I don't know if want is the right word. I don't even know if there's a right answer in a situation like this. But I do know this. I have just as much of a right to this name. I don't want to lose to the other Durin. Becoming human isn't as simple as just changing forms. I know. Albedo talked to me about that. He said the Durin on Dragonspine is a lot more aggressive and primitive. Almost like a beast. But Mom created me in a storybook. The pure parts of me can balance out the evil parts of him. If I'm honest, I don't know what that will look like. If I can still be me once I become one with that part of him. Maybe without a complete soul, the world was never really a me to begin with. Albedo said these kinds of questions are normal. We're all just trying to figure out who we are. But I'm not afraid of change. I want my life to have meaning, and suppressing an evil dragon becoming human, both sound pretty meaningful to me. So don't worry, no one is forcing me to make this choice.
Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder Albedo wants to get the mage's approval.
Yeah, I'm really grateful to him. We're kind of in the same boat, you know. Albedo told me he's the Crider Prince, a synthetic human, and if this works, I'll be one too. We will be the only two of our kind in the whole world, alchemical creations allowed to live in human form. If all living things are grouped together by species, and there's only one other person like me in this world, I guess that makes us family. Hey, ik negeer jullie met een reden. Jullie praten alleen maar poep.
Definitely. You've just got to trust one another. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend Hawkeye know about this?
Yeah, I told him I was coming here to fulfill this, duty. He didn't try to stop me. He just told me to get a move on then. He didn't say it outright, but I think he supports my decision. Maybe he even thinks it's a good idea to go through with this. I'm a little scared, of course, but excited too. Anyway, I'm really glad I got to talk to you at a time like this. I feel a lot better now, so thanks. Ja, maar niet van jullie. Ik heb Sri Lanka niet echt meegemaakt.
Zo, ik ben niet helemaal up-to-date met wie deze Durin is. Daarom vind ik, dat vind ik zo kut aan al die... En al die limited time events. Hoezo mag ik niet met dit team? Ik vind dat ik gewoon met dit team mag.
Welcome, one and all. Please sit wherever you like.
So, no unspoken rules to be aware of? I don't wanna unwittingly park myself down on some important lady's chair.
I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. But thank you for being so considerate. Jean didn't fancy tagging along?
A lot happened in the city today. If she left, there really would be no one around to lead the Knights of Favonius.
All right, never mind. I was just hoping to treat her to some tea. Oh. So, tell me, Albedo, what is this outrageous and audacious plan of yours that I've been hearing murmurings about?
I'll get right to the point. I intend to kill the evil Durin in Dragonspine.
Oh?
And I'd also like to request some alchemical reagents from the Hexen Circle.
Which ones? I'm all ears.
First would be the flesh of that immortal monster from the Mare Juvari. Ooh!
Interesting. What else?
The other is a portion of the embryo left by my mother, the Rheindotter.
Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for creating life.
Correct. Durin's heart has continued to beat ever since the day he died. That means it's just a matter of time before he eventually returns. It could be centuries away or millennia, but the day will come. I spent years investigating in Dragonspine, so I'm well aware of the dangers he poses. He has already posed a considerable threat to Mondstadt, at least than half of his original strength. There is no telling how dire the consequences could be if he regains his full life force. Hence, if he wants to be free of the dangers posed by his blood and limitless vitality, we must find a way to eliminate Durin entirely. Unfortunately, Durin is a special entity. Even after that, he could reawaken at any moment. So, the solution is to kill him and then resurrect him in a different form. Upon resurrection, he will no longer be the creature he once was. In fact, he will no longer be a monster at all, because I intend to transform him into a human-like being. During the summer, Klee and I visited a fairy tale world called Simulanka. It was created by mages from the Hexen Circle, so I'm sure you know of it.
Of course! It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Oh, I see.
It was during that journey that I learned with certainty that Durin would return to life one day. That experience inspired me. I met the pure soul M had created, and I knew if I wanted to change Durin's fate, he could be the key. To that end, I devised an alchemical model for the transmutation. The soul would come from the fairy tale dragon of Simbilanka, the blood from the original dragon's heart, and the monster remnants from the Mare Druvari and embryo mother left behind will form the flesh. The corrosive nature of the dragon venom and the heightened vitality of the monster remnants will offset each other, keeping the constructed body in perfect balance. A powerful side effect can be triggered when festering forces and life energy collide. In an alchemical setting, the results are sure to be nothing short of astounding.
The glint in your eye when you talk about these ideas. You really are your mother's child.
Do you see that as a bad thing, Aunt Alice?
Of course not. To me, you're both extraordinary individuals. I find you fascinating. In any case, Now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are extremely valuable. The misuse of even the tiniest amount could cause unimaginable chaos. That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is one condition. You need to prove you can wield them. And so, you must pass the Hexenzirkel's trial.
I understand. I figured something like this might happen. That's why I asked Meisje to come along. Wait, I'm joining you on this thing? You're not even gonna try to talk me into it? Oh, you need convincing. I thought you'd want to keep an eye on me. Who knows what sort of outlandish things I might attempt without someone to keep me in check. Fine, I'm not going to argue with you.
So you know our tricks, huh?
Aunt Alice has always loved the spectacle. Any chance the witness friends come together to support one another.
Well, success means little if you have no one to celebrate it with, no? Although, I'm afraid dear Paimon will have to sit this one out.
What? Why?
The Hexenzirkel trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already decided on the structure. There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you, Paimon? Oh, don't be too angry with your dear aunt.
Okay. You can turn off the charm. Paimon will stay behind.
Paimon will stay behind.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then, whenever you two are ready, interact with the chessboard on the table. It will guide you through the trial.
Then let me make a formal request. Would you go through this trial with me? Of course. Are you ready? Just about.
Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
De eerste cutscene. Ik had wel gehoopt iets meer cutscenes. Cutscenes? Cutscenes. Krijgen we ook al mee. It's certainly in keeping with Hexenzirkel. It's certainly in keeping with Hexenzirkel modalities. We've been shrunken down to chess piece size.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourselves, okay?
Pfft. What is it? Nothing. It's just Paimon's voice is even louder than usual now I'm this size. She's always so energetic and lively. Nothing can dampen her spirits. Don't worry, you'll be back with her again in no time.
You sound pretty confident, Albedo.
Aunt Alice? I didn't realize you'd be personally conducting the trial.
Well, since your mother has to recuse herself, who better than I to put your abilities to the test? I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have what it takes to achieve your goal. Swashbuckle your way to victory like gallant fairy tale heroes.
Okay.
Shine down.
Solidify.
Is it an albedo?
Moment of birth.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let your guard down.
Whoa, okay, bro.
There is no escape. Rapid speed. Feel this ancient power. Come into being.
Nee, je moet hier, ja. Good job.
Shine down. Feel this ancient power. Now you shall perish. There is no escape.
Solidify.
I will have moment of birth.
Moment of birth.
Wind, hear me.
I'm going.
Moment of birth.
Cool, Albedo. Thanks, bro.
Then present the united front.
Boyo.
Ha! Illusion shattered!
Feel this ancient power.
Good job, Albedo. Good job.
Turn to oblivion! Shine
Queen
down!
is weak. Witness the power of Guja.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me.
This one doesn't seem like
Well
Alice.
done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are.
You okay? So silence.
The trial awaits.
Dit is wel een van de coolere bosses though.
Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true color. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of Rhine-daughter, I prepare
This is all getting rather dreary.
no need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbara, to you.
It is time to slay our foes with
Baby, you're always so charming and delightful. Unlike my own student. She can be so
Oh, I'm not gonna die here, alright?
I do wish you'd take a leaf out of your book.
Moment of birth.
Okay, bye, Shangui. Hello, welcome back.
Shine down!
Moment of birth.
Oh no. Come here. I'm fine.
Coming to be. Burst forth.
dance, my dearest.
Try to remember the steps this
Just let
time.
your guard down. Feel this ancient power.
I thought I had it memorized.
Torn to oblivion!
Ik zoek gewoon helemaal niks. Wat voor level denken ze dat ze nu zijn?
Great undertaking.
Oh no, not again.
Wind, hear me!
Witness my great undertaking.
Oh my god, not again. Oh my god.
Feeling a little off.
Feel this ancient power.
My power is immense.
One blast is quite enough.
There is no escape!
Moment of birth.
Nee, gewoon de women.
No time.
It is
Great undertaking.
slay
Not again. Oh, you died. Where the woman?
The final act is upon us.
This is gonna hurt.
Hoppa. Oezo ijs. Hebben we niet nodig.
Yes, very well done.
We did it.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest. Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbalov. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory.
Barbie.
And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now time to relax and switch off. You've earned it.
Thank you. Felt pretty good to beat the trial. Once you've rested up, let me know when you're free and we'll head to Dragonspine.
To deal with the dragon of Dragonspine, right?
Indeed. The sooner we deal with Durin, the better. Oh, very nice.
Nice to have you back safe and sound.
Ja, de missions idol. Bye, Alice. Was fun. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Hey. Dragonspine. Ik ga eerst even mijn commissions claimen, anders ga ik dat vergeten. Dan heb ik dat vast gedaan. Ik kan deze quest afmaken en dan is het goed voor deze stream. Het is wel een nice quest. Ik voel me niet alsof er allemaal onzin tekst in zit, you know. Dus als dit de volgende quest allemaal een beetje zou zijn,
Add Astra.
dan
Thank
apprecieer
you
ik
for
het heel erg.
Add Astra.
Ik vind dit een stukje duur. Dan alleen maar jep. En nog meer jep. If you understand what I mean. To the heart of Durin.
Could it be snowing in Snezhnaya too?
Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Hyman's hands are turning to ice. You sure? Is it warm in there?
We've arrived. Sorry, Paimon. I have to get to work now.
Still beating away after all this time.
Leave it to me. Yute, stay on guard.
May Paimon ask a question?
You may.
Who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster?
From an alchemical perspective, we're both artificial creations, but biological speaking, we have no relation whatsoever. So to say we are kin would be categorically incorrect.
Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then.
It's not so much a matter of preference. Rather, as things stand, I would say I belong to the class of human, albeit a unique category thereof. But then again, most forms of life in this world possess some unique traits. I am perhaps the most unique among humans, in that I am the only one of my kind, but soon there will be another just like me, assuming this alchemical project proves successful. I believe Mina Duran already told you of his intent to replace the Duran of Dragonspine. After my conversation with him, he also expressed a strong interest in becoming human. It's a fascinating prospect, not to mention an extremely challenging one, but I understand why he came to that decision. Do you see this as an act of creation? Well, understood in the broadest sense. This project deals with both the past and future, and stands to profoundly impact many lives. That, primarily, is what makes it worthwhile. Helping Mini Durin become who he wants to be is a secondary consideration, though still a meaningful one. By contrast, my personal motivations are nothing so grand and meaningful. I'm just pursuing something I believe in. To my view, to cultivate life which the world cannot generate endogenously is to cultivate the world itself. Whatever aids life in attaining a great level of perfection improves the world by doing so. It is not a question of whether this ought to be done or not. Whether I wish to. The alchemical enterprise is concerned with deciphering and comprehending all forms of knowledge. That is the path I walk. Of course, that is not to say that this is just a science experiment to me. Anything that affects Mondstadt, I approach first and foremost as a member of the Knights of Favonius. Does that answer your question satisfactorily? Well enough, thank you. Finished.
Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart.
The whole heart would be too big. I don't need that much. Instead, I've just removed the core. The rest will soon lose its vitality completely. This time, Durin's body should finally die for good.
Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
The knights will keep an eye on them, but as far as I'm concerned, eliminating Durin's influence on the citizenry and creating a new Durin through alchemy are one and the same thing. Armed with this heart, I'll be able to complete the alchemical array and deal with all these issues in one go. So weird. He's so quiet now. Let's call it a day here. Thank you for accompanying me.
Pleasure! We sure learned a lot.
Mondstadt's a lively place during the Windbloom Festival. You should take a look around and pick out some nice souvenirs for yourselves. Hi, baby.
Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom star is gonna be this time. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation the entire time. Who else would be free to work during the Windbloom Festival?
I'm sure we'll find out on the day off. Oké, ik ga het hier laten. We maken hem later af. Ik had gehoopt dat het al dit zou zijn, maar apparently not. En ik verwacht dat er nog wel minimaal een uurtje aan zit te komen. Dus ik laat het hier voor nu. Misschien dat ik morgen gewoon het af ga maken. Dat kijken we nog even. In ieder geval, heel erg bedankt voor het kijken. En ik zie je... Ja, sorry babe. Dat je maar eerder moest komen. Ik was al de hele tijd bezig hoor. Ik ben al 3,5 uur bezig. Kan je terugkijken. Doe straks wel appen. I promise. In ieder geval, bedankt voor iedereen. Oh, what the fuck was jij dan? Dat doe je zelf. In ieder geval. Werkuitje. Ah, dat is ook zo. Oké. In ieder geval. Arkham Quest maken we dus waarschijnlijk morgen af. Het is wel heel goed. En ik vind het een betere quest dan andere quests. Omdat je toch wat meer immersed voelt of zo. Dus dat doen ze goed. We maken morgen de rest af. Waarschijnlijk mini-deur in maken. Misschien nog wat plot twist in the way. Dat zien we dan wel. In ieder geval, bedankt iedereen. En tot de volgende keer. Bye bye.